What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so before I get into this video, shout out to the brother Gizmo for the donation to the channel via the Cash App. Much respect to you for showing love to Too Raw for TV. So, this is a situation that is just incredibly horrific and tragic all around for the little boy. There's evil all around us, man. There's evil all around us. You never know exactly who you're talking to when you pass by certain people, you know what I'm saying, in the street or just in your everyday routines. You just never know exactly what evil lurks in these people's fucking hearts, or should I say animals, because I can't even call them, you know what? I can't even call them animals, because animals take care of their young. Animals are capable of actual feeling empathy and love, especially toward their young. So I can't even call these people animals. These motherfuckers are demons, earthly demons that are destined to become eternal hell demons. So little boy on the right, okay, he was 7 years old when he unfortunately lost his life and under horrible circumstances. His name was Troy, I believe Troy Kohler. And I don't know his backstory. But I do know that he was adopted by this animal on the left, who is 45-year-old Jermaine Thomas. So Jermaine Thomas, and I don't understand for the life of me why the articles aren't also showing the woman's face, because, Steve, from what I can tell, is almost as culpable as the man is as far as abusing this boy. But her name is, let's see, Tiffany Thomas, all right? So his adoptive mother name was Tiffany Thomas, 38 years old. The father on the left, his name, as I said earlier, was Jermaine Thomas, 45. He was spent 50 years in prison after he pled guilty to the gruesome unaliving of little Troy Kohler back on July 28th, 2022. He unalived his own adoptive son because allegedly he took a donut stick that belonged to the father. Typical kid shit. And you know what's real sad, man? I see idiots on social media making jokes about it. And even people, and look, it's not always, the others. It's ignorant jigs, bro. Ignorant jigs making jokes saying it's justifiable. And I'm not lying about this. You know what I'm saying? I'm literally seeing idiots making jokes about this shit. And people like laughing it up like it's funny. Tell you, our society is cooked, man. Our society is cooked. Our community is cooked. Our sense of morality is unraveling. So apparently, he beat the hell out of this boy, punched him brutally, beat him until he was dead, and then stuffed him into a washing machine and turned it on. Who does that? Who does that, bro? Over a fucking cake. A cake that probably costs $3 fucking, you need to fucking die. You need to be fucking, man. I hate you too sometimes because I cannot say what I want to say. The mother, if you want to call her that, also had a history of beating this boy if he ate certain things in the house that they didn't like. Like one time she beat the hell out of him for eating what she calls her oatmeal raisin cookies. Look, man, at the end of the day, kids are going to be kids. Kids are going to be kids. You know what I'm saying? I remember I had to learn, you know what I'm saying, uh, not to eat too many sweets when I was a little boy. Kids love to eat candy. Kids love to eat sweets. Especially at that age. You know what I'm saying? You can go through a whole shit, really. You can go through almost an entire box of oatmeal raisin cookies. Well, not box, but oatmeal raisin cakes. If you're a kid, especially if you're talking about the whole weekend, sure, you might yell at if you're a parent and you are concerned about the kid's diet or, you know what I'm saying, running through, yeah, you might yell at them like, hey, stop eating all these goddamn oatmeal raisin cookies. But to go to a point like, I'm a kill this motherfucker, nigga, you ain't a child, nigga. Ain't you 45 years old? Can't you buy some more? The fuck is wrong with you motherfuckers, man? I swear I've never seen so many immature so-called grown-ups. And then, they're not really his parents. So you question, obviously, why they adopted the kid. Probably just for purely financial reasons. Probably giving him the bare minimum. And from what I could decipher, and I'm just going to be honest with y'all, he seemed like a bright kid. He seemed like a bright kid from what I've read as far as the teachers are concerned. He loved to read. So what I'm getting at is, sometimes certain people can sense when you're not like them. Sometimes people can sense that, you got more potential in you at age 7 than they ever had. And as a consequence, because of our crabs in the barrel mentality, you start instantly wanting to work for them. You start looking for any and every reason to fuck with them about any little everything. Any little thing. It could be something that your natural born kids can do and you don't have no energy for it. Shamila, stop eating all my cakes. But with the little boy, the adopted little boy, he one of your cakes, you go off and throw him into a wall, fracturing his arm. Punch him in his face, spoil his eye, have him stay out of school for a week saying he's sick. Shit like that. Tell you, man, there's some real monsters running around here, man. There's some real actual monsters that don't need to be here. And I don't think, honestly, our tax dollars should be wasted on this piece of shit. Nope. If you're a child unaliver, nope. Death penalty. And none of that waiting for 10, 15 years. You get to live square off of, nope, nope. Make it like the other countries, like Japan. I think with Japan, shit, once you get sentenced for the death penalty, your ass gone in at most 2 years. Fuck all this backlog bullshit where you get sentenced and you get to spend another 15, 20 years in prison. Nope. Endless appeals. Nah. Mm-mm. Nope. If we know you doing something like that, you don't deserve to be in society. At least in my opinion, you don't deserve to be part of our society. You ain't no coming back from that. Ain't no coming back. This kind of situation where, you know, a woman found out that her husband, she gets home and her husband's in the bed with another a woman, and she loses her sanity temporarily, or vice versa, if it's the man, and something happens and it's a tragic. That's tragic, and he or she still has to go to prison, but that's a totally different circumstance. Or a situation where you trying to protect yourself and it's self-defense. Those are totally different situations for what this motherfucker did. And it was a pattern of abuse here. So yeah, that's how I feel about it, man. I hope wherever this guy goes, that his fellow inmates know what he did, and they make his shit, as well as the mother. I hope they learn what she did. Although what he did was, I just can't imagine that. I just can't imagine that type of end that boy had. It's just, to treat a child like that, man. It gets worse and worse each year, man. Tell me what you guys think.